Alrighty, there we go. We are live. Hello, welcome. Good evening. I know it's been quite a minute since I've last been on this world on Minecraft. You know, been quite busy real life. It's been 2 months since I've last done one of these streams. Oops, that is completely my bad. Life's been quite busy. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I'm actually gonna turn it down real quick. Let me just like, boop, just turn that down. I don't know if it's too loud or not. We'll see. But yes, it's been about 2 months since I've been real busy. You know, I did say I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do these streams consistently, so there you go. There's my defense. So we're gonna get back into it in the previous stream. Also, let me just go my inventory. Don't worry about that. Also, I should probably just disable chat because I'm probably just been using it a lot. I don't know. I've been like thinking about playing Repo. Like I've been like, where's chat options? There you go. There. Do that. We don't need to see that. But I don't know if I'm gonna play Repo or not. It's been a game that's been on my mind. Also, let me move a few things over on the other monitor because I'm not sure if I'll play that game. I've been thinking about it, so we'll just have to see what ends up happening. You know, because busy with a bunch of other things and just trying to plan things out. You know, yeah, you never know when or what things I will end up be doing. But in the last stream, I built this up. It's a little janky in the front here. It's the practice of the barrack castle style, because that was one of the community suggestions, which you could join the Discord if you want to give your own. Even though it's been 2 months since I last did one of these streams, I'm hoping to do them a bit more since I've been a little bit less busy as of recent. So there you go. But this is what I came up with. It's just kind of like a little thing. Just thought I would give a little bit of practice. I think it turned out quite well. You know, definitely not the best building ever, but you know, compared to other things, it's not the worst. And I got me my mic immediately. Okie dokie, apologies for that. Immediate distractions. Should have streamed earlier in the day, but whatever. Things happen. As long as I go on these streams out, that's all that matters. So, yes, I built this in the last stream, and I should technically just get right back into doing this style, but I thought I would go ahead and recreate one of my favorite builds that I have ever built. It's a build that's actually quite personal to me, because it was a build I built on Minecraft Bedrock Edition whenever I was playing with some siblings of mine during a very interesting time in my life. And we're going to recreate it and probably modify it because I completely winged that build. And, you know, whenever you wing a build, it never turns out exactly the way you want it to, and there tends to be some issues. So, yeah, I know the last Minecraft stream was 2 months ago. It's a little bit of a busy time it's been. You know, stream on the weekends is easy, but whenever it's not the weekends, you can only do so much. But you know, it's fine. But yes, this particular build, I built on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which I have on my other monitor, if I could pull it up, if it wants me to. There it is. And I'm going to recreate it and then probably improve upon it. It is a church, because it's just a random build, because there's a little bit of an actual, like, what do you call it? A certain type of joke that only you and, like, what's it called? A house joke? What the hell are they called? I got no damn idea. But we're gonna start things off by just doing a layout. So let's just grab some see, what should we use as a layout? Let's just use coarse. Nah, we'll just use stone brick. We'll just replace stonework later. So we'll make an outline of it. We also gotta figure out where the hell we're gonna build it. So let's see, we're gonna build like community stuff on this side. So over here, that's just where the terminal thing is. I guess I'll build it over on this side somewhere. I'm just leaving this little middle area empty for no reason. I don't know why I'm having this area open. I don't want to clutter it too much, so I'm just gonna build it over here somewhere. Should be fine. I know I have the space builds quite spaced out, but I think it looks better if they're spaced out. Then maybe I'll just put it over here right next to the castle, because they're kind of a similar style, so I think I'll just build it right over yonder. Alright. Let me go over here and let me see. I do not know the dimensions, so I'm just gonna count them out. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 9 by 9 is gonna be the corner towers. Let's see, let's build it. It's here, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why I'm building it up. I could just build it like this. That's probably an easier way to outline. Never said I was smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam. And would you look at that? You have a square. So there's the first tower. Alright, I'll open my inventory and then let's see. How long's the wall before the next house? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then 5. So 19, 5, 19. That's what we'll do. Actually, how far out from 3 blocks? Okay. Right in the center, pretty much. Building out here, so we'll do 3 blocks. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, like so. And we'll count it out. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is where the second tower will be going. And also that is not a perfect square because these walls are actually like 3 blocks thick. Don't ask why, you'll figure that one out later. I think it goes like this hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, exactly how it goes. Something like that. Yeah, these walls are like 3 blocks thick. You'll find out later whenever we get to it. I apparently forgot time, set, day, bulletproof grass. I don't think that's how you what you meant to spell there. Let's see, game rule, do daylight cycle, false. Apparently on this world the daylight cycle is on, and it's kind of hard to see what I'm supposed to be building whenever you can't actually see it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so it's just 19 all around. So I did build with pretty even dimensions. It's just that when it comes to vertical height, I knew I didn't. Vertical height's a little bit more janky. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, I wonder. I should be able to get this works if I just go. Yeah. Alright, I have chat off. I was like, what? If I do there to here. Okay, I think I need chat on. That's gonna confuse me a little bit. So if I do that, and then we do... Actually, I think I should copy it over on this corner since I'm right next to it. I think I gotta do / copy. And then... Also gotta mention, I built this build completely in survival. So this is gonna be quite fun. It'll be a little bit easier to build than what it was back in the day. If I do / paste, is it... Yeah, that's what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I do here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I do paste right here, is that more up to the style? There we go. That's more like it. So I do... I guess I could have flipped it. Oh well. So these should be aligned. They are not aligned. Alright, brilliant. I love when things work first try. So let's do / undo, / paste. That more in line. There we go. Thankfully, unlike survival mode, I can just build one of the towers and then copy and paste it to the other sides. There we go. And we got cross over. Let's make sure this is actually 19 blocks. That's an easy way to do this. To tell if it's 19. If I go here, break it, here, place it, and I do / set. I'm just gonna make it stone just so we can have a count. 19 blocks. There we go. So here's the dimensions of it. Quite a large build. Alright, we're going to start with the towers first. There's no point in rushing. We'll just spend like whole stream doing this. We just be casually building this. So, all right. I know the towers are pretty complex. I like the most complex part of this build. So let's see. How tall is the tower? That is a question. So let me go to this one. Also, just so you guys, yeah, you guys actually see me in my time. Do you know if I pause the game or not? Okay, I guess I'll count it out like this. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm miscounting. Hold up. I never said I was good at this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 blocks tall. You know, it's good when you get a content warning. Alright. So, let's see. 37 blocks tall. Yeah, I should have probably prepared the dimensions before I did anything, but you know what? Whatever. We do things sporadically on this stream. Also, here's my expert way of counting. Instead of just sitting there counting blocks slowly, and I just did not mean to do that, right? Okay, can I not do that? I've been playing way too many, like, other games, and I do not remember how to properly take out stacks out of this stuff. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm going to be fumbling around a sec. I've been playing way too many other games. There you go. 37 blocks tall. So now if I go into survival, this will be an easy way to go all the way up. And not have to count whatsoever, because counting is slow and annoying. There we go. So now if we go back into creative. Creative, please. Thank you. So that's how tall the tower is. And there's a particular pattern that we're just going to be copying, like, all the way up the tower. And it's a little uneven. But, so it is going to look a little weird because like I said, I freestyled this in survival mode. And so it is going to look weird. And that's why we're going to improve it this stream. Okay, so how's the design goes? If I back up right here and then click F1, I will be able to see properly. Okay, not if I close out the game like that. Okay, just gonna do that anyways. That's fine. Alright, the blocks I need. You know, just combine those stacks. We're going to need this. The tile's going to be mainly stone brick. The entire build isn't stone brick. I just use stone brick as an outlining block. There will be other blocks. These aren't infested, right? Doesn't really matter about it. Rather not do that. And we need our favorite spruce trapdoors, because spruce trapdoors are just like the best in the game, and I don't want to hear otherwise. And we need some glass. And we'll do light gray. I think I went with white. I'll do light gray for this one. We'll see how it looks. And we're going to use ochre frog lights just for a little bit of color. And what we're also going to have to do is from... Well, let's start down here. So we'll start down here, and we'll go all the way up here, because we need to actually do a bit of a outline on the inner part. I just saw a bat fly by my screen on the other monitor. Never mind, that is a chicken. That's cool. And then we'll do / set. Let's see, what is it called? Blue terracotta. Can I hollow it? How do I do? I gotta do a fill command. Fill. Will it not let me? Radius pattern. I hate things like this. Blue. Why are my caps on? This is why you figure out how to do things before you do Okay, that just does that. How do I... Oh, I feel like I do... No, that's not it. Yeah, I really do not know what I'm doing. So what? I just gotta get the coordinates, I guess. So does it show the coordinates in this? Yes, it does. Okay, so I just gotta do slash fill negative. Make sure I don't use my numpad so I don't actually mute myself. Make sure I actually didn't actually do that already. Yep, we're good. You still could hear me. Because I am perfect at doing this. So 94, 24, 78, and then we gotta do negative 95, negative 60, negative 72, blue, terracotta, hollow. That's what I was looking for. Now if we just break top of this, now we just have a completely blue tower. Isn't that wonderful looking, chat? Yep, that is a lot of terracotta. And now we gotta try to make it look pretty. Isn't that fun? Okay, so for the corners of the tower, what I'm going to do is actually layer it so it looks more supported and gives a little bit of different color and texture as I do this. That's wonderful. So I gotta go every other one. We'll replace it with polished andesite. That way it looks more reinforced and it adds a little bit of different color and texture. There we go, perfect height. And then in between that we'll use stone brick walls to add a little bit of extra depth. You know, it'll look a lot better whenever the rest of the tower is actually connected. There, oh, okie dokie. There we go. And let's see, we gotta go wall here, 2 up. We'll put that there. Go here and here. Polished andesite because it lines up with that. And then we gotta do chiseled there and there. And then we gotta go up. See, does it go all the way? Yeah. So these just go all the way up besides these there. And I gotta mute my mic. Okay, I'm back. So we gotta go here, 2 up. Wait, there we go. Like that. 1 up and then it's there. Strap throw like that. Oh, give me a second. Just casual Symberium distractions where people open and close 100 doors. There we go, and then we layer this like this. And once we get this, we can probably just copy paste it all the way up, and that should be easy peasy. Just gotta actually figure out what we're doing first before we do it. That needs this thing there. Which then this will be the start of the next one. So this goes inwards like this with more chiseled. We use quite a bit of chiseled this, but adds quite a bit of a different look to the build, which is nice. You definitely need a lot of different variety if you're doing something like this. There we go. That should be the first section technically done. And so now if we build it on up like this, let's see. There is a little bit of something that I did do. Yeah, that's what I did. On these sections, I layered it like that. Whoop. There we go. Like that, right? Yep. That way it just adds a little bit of something. Because, you know, these towers are quite flat, so you gotta do something to make them look interesting, and this is what I decided to choose. And with that, that is just a start for this pattern to repeat itself. So now I gotta try and figure out how to properly copy and paste this with World Edit. So we gotta try and figure out how we're gonna do that. Since, you know, I'm not the best. There's also one other thing that we need. Spruce buttons. On the corner ones here, we'll go ahead and put buttons just for a little extra color. That way it stands out a little bit more. So there's the first section of the tower. Now we've got to repeat that, what, 3 more times, right? If I go back to the other one. Yeah, 3 more times, and then we do something a little funky, because it's, don't mean to sound like a broken record. A little weird. Just a little weird. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, how do I repeat this now? Gotta see how I could do that. So we gotta copy this to here. Okay, well, let's just do a little bit of test run and see. Just try and figure out what to do. Because I am failing to see, so think maybe if I just... You're gonna do what I want with that. So why did you not copy and paste properly? Would you? 84 blocks affected. You're pasting them somewhere. Are you placing them in the wall? No? What if I undo twice? What exactly are you pasting? Oh, if I paste it here, what's it gonna do? Okay, you're going below me. Okay, that explains it. So I think what I have to do is go down here and copy it. And now if I go up here and paste it, there we go. Yeah, it does not paste the way I want it to. So what if I go down here, paste it? Wait, that might be it. I think that is quite literally perfect. Besides missing these, which we could just do ourselves. I think that worked. Besides me missing the trapdoors on these sides. There we go. Something don't look right. Yeah, because it's supposed to be... Wait. Okay, I didn't miss... No, I didn't mess anything up. I messed something up at the very beginning. That's because this is supposed to be like that. There we go. That's messed up on this side. That's fine. Ta-da! Cool, well now that we corrected our mistakes, all we gotta do is just recopy it, which isn't that big of a deal. Let's just go and do that. I copied it right... Wait, where did I copy it again? I copied it right there? Yep, cool. And we'll copy. And let's test out our pasting skills, shall we? I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Nice, 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 nice. We got most of the tower already done. Look at that. Not missing anything besides the buttons, right? We'll find out. We'll do a more thorough search, make sure that we're actually building this properly. Let's go ahead and grab the frog light out of our inventory. Let's go ahead and do boop. And here, we'll do the same. Back up, take a good look at it, make sure it's actually correct. Let me go on the other one real quick. Let me actually yeah. Seems good to me. I think I nailed it. Cool. So now this little top part is a little bit odd. I just know that much, at least. Also, let's go ahead and copy this over because I don't feel like building it again. So if I go to the top here and I just do / copy. Oh, alright, I was about to say what the hell did I just do? I zoomed in. Forgot I had the zoom mod for a second. And if I go just about here and just do paste. Oh right, the walls don't connect. Does that fix when I update them? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess it might have been better if I just built it by hand. I should have realized that. Unless I do this, huh? Wait. I have an idea. Brilliant idea, chat. What if I go here, go back to where it should be, and I just do rotate and do like 180 and paste? Okay, I type paste correctly. Ha! Nailed it. That is called innovation, maybe. So I know this one looks a little odd because this is where the roof ends and this is where it starts curving inwards for the top of the tower, and this is one of the things we're going to improve. But for now, let's just do a proper recreation. Oh yeah, it's a lot weirder actually than I thought. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some improvements that need to be made. Okay, so what we're actually gonna do is actually completely undo that, because let's see, at what point does it start curving in? Yeah, this roof is really weird. I remember it giving me quite bit of trouble whenever I was actually building it, because you know, I didn't really do it properly. Let's see, it goes like that, and then I know it curves inwards like this. Well, we do have a suggestions tab in the Discord server if you want to suggest something that might potentially be added, Fontaine. Any random ideas, whatnot. And depending on what they are, we could put it up to community vote, even though there's not much of a community at the moment, but one way we can try and, what's the word I'm looking for? Actually expand the server. So don't mind me, I'm just kind of like looking over at the other monitor and just looking at how I built the tower just so I could try and get an idea on what we're doing here. So let's see, that starts curving in up there, but then the roof starts curving in not up here actually. We gotta de-skin part of the tower. Let's also remove our outline part here. It actually starts curving inwards, like, what was it? It was, 2 and a stair. Okay, yeah, that's where it starts curving inwards. So we got 2, then a stair, and this is where the roof actually curves inwards. So that way the tower, you know, actually looks like a tower. You know, have a little bit of a roof instead of it just being blocked. Yeah, there's only 13 members in the Discord, but like some of those are just like people that joined and never actually do anything. There's only actually like 2 active members besides me, and that is including Kongu, of course. But you know, if anyone is watching this stream like in the background, you know, you could consider joining it, because I do have a section where you could recommend your own community builds whenever I actually get around to actually streaming this game. Yeah, this roof's gonna be super weird, like I said, and we're just going to improve it as we go along. We'll revamp it whenever we get to the point whenever the original build is finished. And then it goes like this, and then the top. Yeah, something just like that should do. And I gotta mute my mic again. Apologies once again. It's like every single time I stream, that's whenever like I get bothered. That's just how life works, you know? It is what it is. You know? You go do something and it's, immediately it's like everyone's cued to be like, ah, yes. How about I go bother this person? Oh, I check the Discord every single day, make to see anyone joins, see anything that's posted. Keep tabs on everything. Alright, so that should be... Never, yeah, it looks a lot weird because this only goes, you know, block to thing, and then this one goes block to stair. So it's like 4 instead of 2, so yeah, it's a little weird. We'll see how we like it. Like, it's been a while since I actually looked at this build, since the world that it's on. It was initially like a realm that me and my brothers played on, but that realm has since been disbanded, so... I had the original world. I have a copy of the world, but with the build. But it just, you know, one of the things that happen. Not everything lasts forever. And that's just how life works. And if you don't understand that, well, then you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. Alright. So you didn't come here for life lessons. You came here for some idiot building a church. Well, it's probably not what you came here for, because you didn't know what I was building, because I only put in the title that I am building one of my favorite builds. But yes, it is a church. So, that's what we got, and that's what we're dealing with. And if you got a problem with that, well, you go up with my supervisor. And if you don't get that joke, I am my own supervisor. At the moment, I don't know. I don't know how exactly this whole YouTube thing works. You know, I don't know if how expansion works whenever I actually do get things up and running properly. They always say look towards the future, but they don't tell you what the future entails. Just another one of the fun little things in life. It's coming together quite nice. And now this roof is a little bit... It's not tricky at all, actually, looking back at it. It just requires quite a little bit of precision. Since this is the front side here, so this is where stair will go here. I don't know why I'm just not... Just fill these gaps in. There we go. Make our jobs easier. And then we have to... let's see. Wall here. This here, and then we use polished andesite to go one above, which then goes into another one of these, which of course the spire is going to be built on all sides. So let's just go and do that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And let's see, how does the top look again? Is it all just polished andesite? It is indeed all polished andesite. We'll go and build it up like this. One high. And we'll do 2 walls. And that. There we go. And I don't need to build the other sides because we'll just copy this side and paste it to the others. But that is the front of the tower done, I think. If I go back up here, that's what it looks like there. If I go over the other monitor, yeah, that is how it looks. A little bit weird, especially towards the top part there, but you know, we'll improve it. Like I said, I don't really know how to not sound like a broken record. So I think the best way to not sound like a broken record is just to get to actually copying and pasting this tower on all sides. So I don't really know how I'm going to do that. Actually do know how to do that, Symbiorium. I go here. This should work. I don't know. We'll find out. Rotate 90. Paste. You know, that makes sense. Because some idiot didn't copy. And then, whoops. And then you rotate. And then you paste. There we go. Just like that. So you're missing a side. We'll figure that out as we go along. We'll see what happens. We'll try and fix that. We'll just see if it works for the others. So if I rotate again and I paste again, it's only going to copy half. Okay, so how about I do this then? Actually, how am I going to do this? I know how I'm going to do this. I go here, about where the edge of this is, so one more block, and we have the second point there, but we just copy in the middle. That should do it. If I do copy, reload the shaders, because, you know, we're using those, and paste. That did not work. That broke something. You know what? We will just continue pasting and see what happens. So rotate, paste. Okay, I was just gonna continuously break it. Okay, that doesn't work either. How do I do this? Undo. There we go. Okay. How do we do this? I think we're gonna just do this section first. I think I'll copy this section first. And then copy this top section afterwards. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. I'm not the baddest. I'm not good when it comes to world edit. How'd that work? See, that's more like it. So now we'll just do it on all sides, and then we'll worry about the rest. So now if I look, you know, that does make sense in some weird way. Alright, well, Right. Yeah. Okay. Why is World Edit so hard? Okay, I guess we'll just fix this by hand, and we'll deal with that later. Actually, I know what to do. If you're gonna use unconventional methods to build, might as well use unconventional methods to fix. Isn't that right? So if I go up to this as the second point, and I just do copy, I should just be able to jump to these stairs, and then repaste it. See? Call me a slight genius. Ta-da! All fixed. Alright, how do I crouch as in like F3 and D? That was not what's supposed to happen. Nope. I don't know. Also, apparently that was the keybind to minimize literally everything. So now I gotta reopen everything, because apparently that minimized everything and anything it could. On. Minecraft keybind to clear chat. It is F3 and D. So I was right. Whatever. Okay, so there we go. There's one tower pretty much done. So we actually do need to do the top part too. We'll probably just do the top part by hand, because it's just not that much that needs to be done. Something like that will work. We also gotta add the buttons to the towers, but that's, you know, easy. No problems there. Yeah, that's not hard to do. That one's actually done already. Okay, seems like that's the only one that got afflicted, so I think we're fine. So let's go ahead and add the buttons. We also, I would added the frog lights. Whoops. Well, that's not satisfying at all. Okay, come on. There we go. Just missing all the button placements. I'm not going to place them on this side, 'cause, you know, it's going to be on the inner part, so it's going to be different. I have no idea what that joke's supposed to mean, but... Okay. Well, there's one tower, so now if we copy it to all sides, it should be pretty much a big chunk already done. So I know, just based off the fact that I'm the one that built this thing, that it is not the easiest part. This is actually the... the tower is the easy part. The rest of it is yet to be built. Let's see, this is a corner. Also, we actually got to go out. There, like something like that. That way we get the buttons along with it, which means we can actually change the first one. Let's do copy. Let's actually head back down. Yeah, let's not make jokes like that on... I'm not gonna make... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna make jokes like that on stream, but... Yeah, I guess that's something. Alright, here we go. So let's actually copy properly, because I'm an idiot and I copied the wrong thing. There we go. So now we should be able to... head on inside the tower. I actually don't remember where the entrance is, so I'm just gonna hop my own way in. Let's also just remove this, since I know this isn't going to be in the initial design. So let's do right in the middle. We will do / copy. And we'll just repair that hole later. Paste, because that hole's just gonna now be on all sides, but that's fine, because we just do something like that. Also, I don't know why that block is there. So there's another tower. And then we go here. Do the exact same thing. I just drop my wall. Can I have that back? Danke. There we go. That's another one down. Oh. Okay, I'll say we are in line, right? Okay. I'm wondering if I built a tower wrong. Pasted it wrong. Nope, we're good. We are... Okie dokie. And the final one. So I did just realize I did forget something when it comes to actually copying them. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, cool. So there is the 4 towers. Look at this beauty. Oh, I love it. So now it's time to get to the walls, which are by far the hardest part of this build. I mean, they're like not hard, but they're very intricate. Very, very intricate. Well, good thing we could copy paste them. So, I guess what we'll do, we'll actually just work on one wall thing, and then we'll just copy and paste it to all the other sides. How's that sound, chat? Okay, so let's go ahead, drop our axe, clear the rest of our inventory, and then let's grab the materials we're going to need. We're going to need... is it made out of blackstone? Or is that deep slate? I don't remember my own build. And no, that is indeed... wait. Is that deep slate? I'm an idiot. Why can I not tell which blocks it's on? Game mode... It's probably deep slate because it's easier to get. Yeah, it's deep slate. Idiot. I thought that my second monitor is darker than my normal one, so it's really hard to tell colors sometimes. Okay, so yes, it is deep slate because it is easier to get in survival. So we'll do deep slate, everything. Do we need slabs in this? Ah, then we're good, and then we need light gray stained glass. Let's see. Let's do... How high is the wall? I know I'm pausing a lot, but this build is a little bit complex. The wall, the original wall is saying, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 blocks before the quote-unquote transition piece. So let's see. 3 there, you have 1, 2, 3. So let's do deep slate all the way around. Oh wait. Yeah, because this is more out, so yeah, let's just go like that. There we go. So there's yeah, that is where it's gonna go, and we gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that means we can then completely fill this area. Do /set deep slate bricks. Perfect. And now we gotta find the middle, which this looks like the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That shouldn't. Those should be even. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I knew something was wrong. Oh, I just placed this wrong. Dummy. There we go. That's more like it, so I was right. That is indeed the center. It just, did not go the way I wanted to. So let's do all the way to the top. We'll do that. And then let me go ahead and try and figure out the shape of this window, because this is, surprise, surprise, a window. So we're gonna go this here. It goes up 1, up 2. Then there's a gap, then it goes up 2. Yeah, perfect. I love when things just work. Not always you get things in life that just work, but this is one of them. So now we could go ahead and carve this out. So we could insert the glass, which I guess... Oh, I have it. Look at that, I'm a step ahead of myself. So now with this, we gotta fill it on in. And this is the first part to the wall. Beautiful. Doesn't seem that complicated, but just you wait. It will get much trickier. Because I didn't want, you know, a boring flat wall. So what do you do to make a wall not flat and boring? Well, add a bunch of holes to it. Metaphorically speaking. Well, I guess technically literal? You'll see. Okay, so for this segment, so let's see. What I have to do is right here, we're going to break all the way on up, and we're going to layer some stairs like this and on this part. We're going to do this on this side as well. Not sure why I didn't do it all the way back well, but I'm just copying my design and we will see about changing it later. Why is it like that? I guess it's just what worked out. Oh, I see why I did that, I think. Okay, we're going to need our stone brick materials though, so let's grab... You guys go away. You and you. Apparently the buttons weren't added to this side. That's something I gotta change on all towers. That's great. I think I got all materials I need, and I just need to go about which... How tall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is where the transition to the second wall piece will be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that makes sense because it's right there. We do need you, and that means we're going to turn you. Then we'll probably fill this in, because we're going to go here, 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 and here. Again, break that, just fill it in. Right? No, that don't seem right. That is because I am doing wrong. When something don't look right, I mean it isn't right. So stair, chisel, this, and then this. We're going to break this and replace it. There we go, that's more like it. And then right on this piece is where I do that, and then we go ahead and just make a line out all the way to the other side. And so we're going to just copy this to this side. So chisel, chiseled, andesite, and then this. There we go. And that. There we are. And what else do I do? I just do a repeating pattern with... Ooh, that's what I do. Okay, so it isn't just a line of blocks. It is actually something different. Okay, so yeah, let's actually remove this because... Yeah, I don't remember how I did my own design, apparently. Let's go ahead and... do a line of deep slate to make this easier to do, because we're going to be placing a lot of stairs in a opposite pattern. So I think it'll probably just be easier if I do this, and in the middle we'll do something different. Something's not right. No, never mind. We're good. This looked a little confusing at first, that's all. Because that way, whenever we go to this side, we will do the complete opposite. Besides this part, which is going to be like that, for a reason we will do in a minute. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. In the middle, we'll do 2 slices of andesite. So there we go. And now to actually add a bit of color and to make things a little bit different, what we're going to do is from down here to here, we will do /set light blue concrete. Can I do replace? Replace deep slate bricks. Does that work? Nope. Is it as to fill? Like, how does this work again? I remember there's like some way I can, some command. I figured out like towards the end of the stream 2 months ago, but of course, since I'm an idiot and haven't been actually, you know, doing these streams, I don't remember what it was. Well, there's a hollow command. Not exactly what I was looking for, though. That could be helpful later. Oh, I think that's it. I think the replace... Actually, not. Does replace... I don't think replace is the command I'm looking for. We could try it, though. And if not, then we'll just do this by hand. Which, you know, kind of sucks, but... Let's see, replace... If I do... Can I do blocks? Okay, I can do blocks. Light blue concrete with deep slate. Unless that has to be the other way. Deep slate works as the other way. Okay, that's the other way. Whoopsie daisy. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Replace. I will type it myself. Deep slate bricks with light blue concrete. There we go. Jesus Christ, that only took forever. And then for this part, we will do blue concrete, just for a little bit different color. Just like that. And now that is the easy part, because now we gotta try and figure out how the hell I did this. Let's see, stairs inwards, and it goes up 1, 2, and goes upside down. Then there's a block in between. I should be able to do that. So, come around this side. This is not exactly how it's gonna look, but go inwards, inwards. Already something doesn't seem right. Oh, it's this. No, that is right. That, and then 1. How did I build this wrong? Something's not lining up right. Huh. I built a window wrong? Something's not lining up the way it should be. Oh. I misplaced these. Did I? No, I didn't. That is the right spot. Never mind. Wait, then what did I do wrong? Something's wrong, and I'm not figuring out what it is. I don't think it went up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From where this block is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I found my mistake. Okay, let's go ahead and... That means this all is going to be wrong. Let's just do... Move. So that moves that one inwards. And then we just go here. And here. I knew something wasn't right. And cut. But that also means we got to take pretty much this entire piece. And we'll move it forward. That way we can do a little bit of damage control. Do a little bit of repairing. Mistakes are bound to happen. And all you can do in life is embrace them. Because if you don't, you're going to be in one hell of a ride. Now, we can actually do things properly. We just gotta do a little bit of repairing, which is fine. No complaints here. Well, of course, I'm gonna complain a little bit, but not as much as I should, because it was my mistake. There we go. That's more like it. Which means this entire part's going to be a bit wrong, right? Yeah. Now the center isn't exactly where it should. Hold up. Why is this off place now? I love this. This is the thing that's fun about building, is making mistakes and trying to figure out the correct. Okay, so no. It is supposed to be like this. This is actually right. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. Which means I gotta actually do that on this side, but we have world edit, so I might as well try something. Let's do // copy. If I do // flip, will it put in the right place? No, it would not. So let's just do // undo, copy again, rotate 180, and then paste. See? I sometimes know what I'm doing. That did not remove chat the way it should. Why? I used to... Why that work? Oh, okay, that's how that works. I figured it out. This is the exact same mistake I made last time I learned how to do that for the first time. That makes a lot more sense. And speaking of sense, now I can actually build this properly. See? Just like that. And then there's a block in between. And then it goes upwards. Like so. 1 and 2. There. Come on. Place properly. See? That's what's supposed to look like. And we also gotta repair the window. Right. That should just be as easy as taking our wall and going... Oh, whoop. Okay, no, it's not. No, wait, that is right? Okay, that is right. Just that this wall also needs to move. Now it's in line. And now we gotta repair this. We won't care about that part. But we also got to actually replace this outer edge with deep slate. Because, you know, it looks awful with it just being blue like that. And it's not needed whatsoever. Sneak down under. That should work. We'll get that last little bit once we go back up. There we are. Would you look at that? Should I try the same thing with this side? You know what? You only live once, they say. Let's go all the way over here. And let's do // copy, / rotate 180, / paste. Yeah, that makes sense. Undo. Paste. How the hell did that happen? Wait, hold on. If I paste it right here... Maybe that's gotta go here then? Okay, no. It's wanting me to go one further back. When I went further back, it broke everything. Yeah, like that. Oh. I understand the problem. What it's doing, it's taking this and actually putting it on the inside. It's 180. It's like an open door. So it's like taking this, opening it up, and it's actually trying to put that there. Alright, so yeah, that's not going to work the way I want it to, and I don't know how... Unless I use the flip command like twice, maybe that'll work. So let's just do copy. Let's use like flip twice. And then... Well, it did something. Exactly what that was, I would not be able to tell you. Great. Alright, yeah, we'll just do this by hand. We'll stop being lazy. Let's do it by hand. Try and use world edit, trying to be fancy. Sometimes being fancy is not the way to go. Sometimes just doing things the old-fashioned way. How it's meant to be. Whoops. As I completely butcher this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. There we go, that's more like it. Now I gotta go upwards, so. Yeah, it tells you what's going to be the more complicated part, the harder part of this. So there you go, there's one small segment. It only took me like, what, 30 minutes to do? Not too bad. So now I just gotta take it, and I got to do it again. Except we have world edit. So I'm not doing it again. So I think, where did I do that second one? Did I do it? I got it around the very edge. I think this should work. If I copy it here, go up here. Not quite what I had in mind. Okay, let's undo. Let's redo the first position. And let's go ahead and go down one block, recopy, go up here, and then paste. Okay, that did not do what I wanted it to do. I thought copying down would make it go down, but it did not. Let's copy. Let's actually undo, and we'll paste it here. Okay, that did not do what I do. It did what I wanted it to do the first time. Well, would you look at that? Who knows that the simple answer was the fact that it worked the first time. So there we go, and now all we have to do is take this and do it again. There we go. And now we'll just have to fill in the gap, which is not too hard to do. Whoops. That's not where the gap's at. And would you look at that? As simple as that, walls are pretty much done. So the only difference is that I actually have to complete them, which is easier said than done whenever you do know what you're doing. So let me actually look at the other world. It's as simple as that. Then goes up again, and then goes like that. Yeah, these walls are a little complicated. So what I actually have to do is remove this part here, because this is where the part's actually going to start curving upwards, which means we gotta add stairs straight across on this side. There we go. And we'll go up 2, so let's just go ahead and make our lives easier by using handy dandy. I'm an idiot. Deep. If I can spell deep slate. I can't type apparently. And then fill it up with another set of stairs. And that's the simple part of it. Because now it gets a little trickier than that. Not too bad, actually. Let me just back up, make sure I'm actually doing this properly. Seems like I am. So what we gotta do for how the walls are actually going to be quote-unquote finished, we actually need some iron bars. And of course, this is a church-type building. I don't know what kind of style you would call this, but where, oops, I didn't mean to pause the music, that's a little awkward. Is go here, and we'll do something like that, straight across the entire thing. Let's do something along the lines of that. Go up on the sides. Apparently it's one off. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. The music's a bit loud now. Let's turn that down a little bit. Let's see. How's the rest of this wall go? Sorry for pausing so much. Okay, that goes exactly how I thought it would. And there we go. That's pretty much the wall done, actually. The top part there looks a little off. Yeah, it does. Because it's supposed to be added on? Because I forgot something. I forgot to actually curve it back in. So re-grab all of these. I said all of these, please. Thank you. I gotta go you, and you. Alright, I will just do it on all the other sides. So let's do you, and you. Perfect. You. Also, we're gonna fix up the powers here a little bit. And I just realized I did that backwards. There we go. I'm just fumbling tonight. There we go. That's more like it. So those are pretty much the walls done. Let's also go ahead and thicken the walls. Did I just break a stair by accident? Okay, no, that's just that part. Let's see. Where does this curve inwards? Because I know this is where, like, a little bit of a balcony type thing will go. So it's right below these. That's where this will go. Which then means the floor will be here. Which that means we'll just go here. To here. / set deep slate. Bricks. And there we go. Alrighty. That took quite a bit of time, but that's okie dokie. Alright, let's see. What's the next part of this? If I can actually alt-tab to the correct thing, life would be a lot easier. There we go. That is not the right thing, Siberium. Where the hell is the right thing? Okay, there. So what we're going to do is build this tower, but I think the first thing we should do is actually copy and paste these walls to all 4 sides. So what we'll do is copy here. Whoops. That's not what's supposed to happen. So there's the first position. And we're going to go all the way down here, and I guess I should fix these gaps before I do anything. So it's actually... yeah, okay, let's do you... to... okay, it's gonna make... yeah, it's gonna complicate things. Let's do / replace air with deep slate bricks. And then we'll just fill in these parts manually, so that way we don't actually block where the windows are supposed to go. Beautiful. Oh, let's go and do this just because. We'll work on the interior once actually we get to it. Now we could actually copy the walls to all sides. Let's go ahead, head back up to here. So we could copy. We'll come on down here. Second position, and what we're going to do is go right to the middle, about here. So now, if I go to the middle of this wall, it should be about here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe not. Let me alt tab to the proper thing. That is not the proper thing. Yeah, because this is supposed to be 5, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, it is the middle. So if I go here and do paste. Oh, ho, 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 would you look at that? Oh, that is beautiful. The build that I know and love. being created right before our very eyes. Alright, and now I should just be able to do rotate 180. Now I should be able to go to the middle of this part of the wall. Should be about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless this part of the wall is wrong too. Nope, it's not. So the middle is actually there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. That's not right. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just don't know how to count. Your streamer doesn't know how to count, which is fine. There we go. Make sure it's actually in the right place. Yep. We are golden. So now let's go to the middle of this part, which should be about here, which actually we don't need to count, because we got to just do this. Also, I don't really know why I'm doing this. I could technically just create one half of this entire building and copy it over since it's symmetrical, but you know what? That's not how things work around here, I guess. And I forgot to do it in the right place. Okey-dokey. Undo. It's supposed to go here. That's more like it. Oh yeah, look at this grand old interior. Now the front of the building and the back of the building are quite different, so we're going to work on those separately, but before then, we have a miniature tower in the middle to work on, which pretty much follows the exact same design as the original towers, but compacted. So we're gonna see how those are actually built, because, you know, it's a lot harder to actually know what you're gonna build. And I actually gotta make sure it's actually sticking out properly. It's 3 blocks from the front. It's a 5x9 tower, that way it actually follows the actual rules. So what we're going to do is actually copy this. So we're going to copy this entire segment, and we'll use that as a baseline to help us the other stuff. So let's do copy. We'll go all the way over here. This should be the right spot. If I paste it 3 away from the wall, it does need to go down 1, however, which is fine. So let's do fly. Let's undo and repaste it. There we go. I think I am phrasing things quite fine. And let's do rotate 180, and that way the okay, I do need to go up 1 block apparently. Undo. That way the wall segments are actually facing the right ways. It copies the orientation of them too. So there you go. I don't think these towers, I think these towers are actually taller than these ones. I actually don't know. They are smaller, so they're definitely not the same. So we'll see. So wall, you and you. We also gotta fill it with blue, so let's do you. Go all the way on up to here. Whoops. And let's do blue terracotta, so that way we have something to work off of. I guess we do need to grab all of our tower materials. We do not need trapdoors since we're too small to have those. I think that's everything. We'll find out. Let's see, it goes this, that, look, that, and that. And then it just has this. Let me look on the other one. Follows the exact same pattern, so we'll go stairs, those, and then it goes why does that look weird? Because it is weird. Okay, so then it goes 2 like that, and up 2, and then it pretty much just repeats from there. So now it's gotta do that a couple of times. Let's do, I think just up to here is what we want. To copy, Probably gonna butcher this. Well, that's almost actually perfect. Undo and paste. That don't look right. Down one more block, I guess. So if I just did this. Yep. There we go. That's more like it. No, I did forget the Frogolite, but that's fine. And now we gotta do that twice more, but isn't there a way I can copy multiple times on? Paste to... Does this work? Yeah, I have no idea how that means. I think there is a way to do multiple like that. Is it stack? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's play undo. And if I do stack 3 up? Oh, would you look at that? That's nifty. That's one way to do it. So I think I did one too many, hon. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that is the proper amount. These towers are indeed a little bit taller than the originals, which is fine. Let's just reintroduce some walls here, and then figure out how to finish these towers. It goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's just the max height that they get. Because they actually don't have a spire like the other ones, so they actually do like close off right here. And how do I finish them off? Simple as that, I guess. Let's grab the iron bars. They go... Can I just not properly pause Minecraft Bedrock in the right place? There we go. Yep. And now we gotta go... Bap, bap, bing. Boop, bada, bam. And just like that. Nifty, right? And now let's just bring the blue one up. So we will cap it off with these. Because, you know, this is where you're going to be coming out, so you climb up these towers and come out onto these, like, balcony-like areas. That's going to be quite nifty. So we do need to fill them up. So let's do you all the way out up to here. They are going to be thicker, but we'll just do what we need at the moment. We'll do the rest later. There we go. I think it just ends off like that. I don't know how much further these parts go, but we'll figure that out later. So let's do... whoops. Oh, no wonder. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that explains why I didn't paste properly. Let me move this over, and then minimize this. And now let's do 1, and a 2, and just do the exact same thing. Like a saw. Very easy, very simple. Nice. And now that just ties this whole thing together. So we do need to add some Frogolites. So let's grab the glass. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. Light glass, and light glass. There we go. I think what I should do is actually change these to white stained glass. I think that'll help it pop out better. Okay. I think that'll help it like give a little bit difference, make it look like the lights are shining bright. I think that's the effect that I want to go for. Yeah, that sticks out a lot more. That's actually so much better. So we'll do that on all sides. Oh, probably just use world edit, but you know what? Fight me. There we go. Yay, that's much better. Look at this. It's coming along very nice. The build I so cherish. I'm probably gonna improve. We'll see. I already know there's a few things that could be improved upon, like maybe making these tires a little bit different, so that way these aren't as weird as they are. We'll see. Alright, let's see. What's the next part? I guess what we should do is, first thing we should do is copy this tower and move it on over, actually. There we go. And now we can copy it. Like so. And that's a step. Pop inside. And I guess, where should I make the copy point? I guess where the blue is? Let's do / copy. Rotate, please. 180, please. Go where the blue's at, and then paste, and I should be perfect. 3 out. Perfect. So that's pretty much the main exterior done. Now I know there's a little something that I do different for like these bits here, because you know they look super weird. So what I do, actually just do this. Let's do from up here all the way down to here. Let's just cut this entire section out, and we'll just fill this with stone brick since we're not really gonna be seeing it. It's just so that way, you know, actually more of continuity than anything. So what we'll do is just go there and there. As simple as that. That's all that we need. And I think that is actually what I did on the original design too. So if I go over to the original design, I did nothing else besides that, right? Yes. So I did follow the buttons. So yeah, we need to add the buttons back. So let's do that real quick. We need spruce buttons. Of course I missed. Of course. Whatever. Can't just have one perfect placement of buttons, can I? So, go one up. And place these like so. Go one up. Place these like so. And there we go. That's all she needed. I guess? No, they can stay stone brick. I was saying I could make them de-slate, but they're part of the tower, so they need to stay stone brick to be consistent. So there's this part of the build done. So now I guess we should start working towards the front, which I know is going to be a little bit tricky because of one massive, dare I say, very massive centerpiece that's going to be a little bit annoying to recreate. Very annoying. Okay, so where does this top off? Exactly where that stairs at is where we're going to want things. So exactly where the stairs at, so right here is the level that the wall is going to go. So we'll do, actually it needs to go over one. So we'll go down here to here, actually here, and I'm going to set deep slate that tile bricks. And look at that, now we have a massive wall. And now comes the fun part. Oh great, how am I going to do this? I don't know where to start with this. This is the part that I was kind of fearing when it comes to this build. Let's see here. The transition part to the second to last one is where it begins. So let's see here. So second to last one, transition part, about this level. How far into the wall does it begin though? It begins 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a stair. Okay, so from this level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, it's like did it perfectly. And then a stair. That's going to carry over to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a stair. So there is the beginning of it. And now we gotta try and create a circle. Fun, right? So it goes 1, and then 2, and then 1. So it goes 1, and then 2. Wait, is that what I... No, wait. 1, 2. And then, does it really go that far? Yeah, it literally just does. Okay. And then a 1. And then it goes on out by how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the next stair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the next stair. And then we got to do up 1. That way it goes curved 1. Right? This is so far even. Yep. And then it goes something like that. Goes on over and then it repeats. Yeah, the roof's gonna look a little weird, as I've been saying with literally everything with this build, because, like I've been saying, I completely winged this, and this is what came out of it, and this is what we got to work with. Whoop. And a whoop. And just like that, we have a big old circle to where we're gonna put one big stained glass window. Of what? You will see. Ah, I finally figured out the name. It's called an inside joke. I don't know why it took me that long to realize that's what it's called, but yes. One big inside joke. And you guys won't understand it. I'm not going to explain it because it is funnier that way. Oops, that's choice there. I guess I could just use world edit for the rest of this. Won't. And that shouldn't destroy anything important. Okie dokie. There we go. And now it's got carvers. Can I do a circle command? Huh? Slash S. No. Slash fill air. Circle, does that work? No. How do I do this? I know there's a way you can make just like a circle. How is that? There is a certain way. Cylinder, that makes a cylinder, but that also makes a circle if you do it right. But does that... I can make a circle of air, but does that do horizontal? I'm just completely winging it when it comes to doing hollow sphere. That's what that means. It could be what I want. Outline, overlay. We could try hollow sphere, see if we can't get that to work the way we want it to. I doubt it, but probably best if I don't. It actually probably is just best if I do. Let's see, where does this go? We'll just fill this in later. Let's just go all the way down here. I was like, Abby knows what the hell is that? That was unnecessary. There we go. Yeah, because I want this one out from these. I don't need that. There we go. There we go. You know, honestly, I could have just, like, copied that, wrote, and just, like, pasted it here. You know, I never claimed to be smart. Literally my quote, never claimed to be smart. And the thing is, chat, I never will. There we go. Now one big window for stained glass. And how we're gonna start it is by going to the furthest corner, like here. And we'll just go to the highest corner, like here. And we'll just do Replace air with white stained glass. There we go. Okay, I guess I didn't need that high. And cut it here. There we go. And let's curve it in properly in a minute. And now we get the fun part of having to... Oh, I missed a section. About having to create the big old stained sculpture. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Also, hopefully you guys like glass breaking sounds. Alright, time for the fun part. What colors do I need? Stained. Oh, this thing was a nightmare to build in survival. How do you think it's going to be in creative? Oh god, there's so many different colors. This is not going to be easy. Okay, so we have black, orange, red, yellow, blue, light blue, cyan, brown, I think? Is that brown? I can't pick block in Bedrock Edition, so it makes things a little trickier. I have a silk touch pickaxe, don't I? Game mode, survival. What color is this? Yeah, that is brown. What do you look at that? Okay, so now comes the fun part of trying to recreate some stained glass. Oh, let me actually... you're going to see me in my inventory for a bit. I'm going to put something bright behind these things in creative mode, so that way I can build. So I'll put white concrete on the back of the stained glass, so that way I can actually easily, you know, recreate it. Because trying to look at the colors is really, really tricky when if it's a see-through block. If I put something right behind it, we won't have to worry about that. This might take me a minute, chat. Don't worry about it. I never said this was going to be an easy endeavor. So can you try and guess while I'm doing this? Can you guess what I'm going to build with the colors that I grabbed? Can you guess what the stained glass is going to be? Because it is something Minecraft related. Also, you're probably going to hear background noise quite a lot, because now roommate's back home. So you're going to hear a crap ton of background noise. So, nothing I can do about that. I'll have to mute my mic quite a bit now. Which is fine. Yeah, I got it completely covered in white concrete in the back. That makes it easier to see. Ish. Alright, so let's see, it's L. Yeah, I should be able to start this quick nicely. As I drop my glass. Never mind. From right here's where it starts, right? No, right above the stair, but we do need glass there. There we go. And so it's begun. No, let's do it this way. I just take a screenshot of this and maybe I could use that as an easier way of building this. There you go. That way I don't have to have the game pause. I got to just look over. So let's do screenshots. Open it up. And we'll just put it over here. There we go. Now I should be able to do this a little bit easier, though it's still not going to be easy whatsoever. Then we need blue glass starting here. About 4. Black stained glass will go there. Perfect. And cyan's going to fill it out like that. Like this, so. And light blue will be going here. I think this is... Wait, no. Light blue will be going here. Dark blue will be going here. That way I can make a shape like that. And then another L shape with cyan. Alright. That's just a hole. Okay, I forgot to put cyan. It goes 3 up with brown. 2 up with that. And down 1. Over 2. Up 1. L shape. Down 1. L shape. Down 1. Now it transitions to black. down 3. Goes down 2. And 1, 1. When this should connect with this block there. Perfect. Yeah, I bet you guys can see what it is now. Alright, this little tail part. Going to be yellow. Which then orange will be going down with 4 pieces. And then up here is going to be an L shape of yellow. And now we gotta fill the rest of this in with red. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be a light blue block here. Something's not right. I built something wrong. Well, you can see what it is, but something's not right. Let me turn down the music a little bit. It constantly goes from loud to quiet. What did I get wrong, and how did I get it wrong? Give me a second. This is a little confusing. I messed something up somewhere, somehow. Oh, okay, I see how I messed up. Because that's it goes 5. And that's the light blue right there. Yep. Okay, I forgot my mistake. The screenshot just made it really hard to see it. There you go. It's a salmon. Don't ask why. Don't ask questions. Part of an inside joke that none of y'all will ever understand. But it is a salmon. So there we go. There's the first singlets, because there's going to be another one on the back. So that's fun. Now we have the fun part trying to figure out how the hell I did this roof. That actually seems simple. Let's see. It starts off that stairs, and it goes up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1. Yeah, that seems easy. So if we start from right here, I'm going to get rid of our glass. Our inventory is an absolute nightmare, but thankfully this is not survival mode. Now let's go all the way up until we hit the center. Also, speaking of center, where does this part come in play? If I go to the middle, it's just 2 blocks in. I'll have like a bit of a window. So right at the center, which is here, right? Nope, it's here. Yeah, here's the center. It has something like that. There we go. And then it goes up 3, right? It's just a circular window. Very basic. There we go. Something like that. So then, let's see. How did I do the little tile? I know there's like a little spire piece. Just 2 walls. Seems easy enough. 2 walls, 2 bars. It goes up 1, then 2 walls, 2 bars. Okay, that is not center, you idiot. There we go. That's more like it. And now we gotta have the fun part trying to copy this from one side to the other, which we can't interfere with the window, so we gotta do it at minimum right there. So for it there, we'll do // copy / rotate 180 and // post.